Hello. Hello students. This is my new chapter Agriculture, Class 8, Geography. Before starting the chapter, it's an introduction. The practice of growing crops for direct consumption and for use in as a raw material. This agriculture word is made up of two Latin words, ager plus culture. Ager means soil, culture means cultivation. In this case, we can define agriculture as a soil cultivation. How the growth of the agriculture started. Actually, agriculture is a primary economic activities in India. Basically, economic activities can be categorized into three sections: primary, secondary, and tertiary. Primary belongs to the agriculture, secondary belongs to the industrialization, industry sector, or the tertiary is the service sector. As you all know, that agriculture is a primary activities. The process of agriculture starts with the plowing, or we can say with the preparation of the soil, then plowing. The next process is called sowing. After sowing, irrigation takes place. We did the irrigation and fertilizing the crop. If the weeds are there, the weedicides, or we can say the weeding is done. After weeding, it is harvested and then storage, and if needed, it's transported to the market. About 60% of population involved in agriculture sector in India. Agricultural culture goes with rearing of livestock also. What kind of factors are actually responsible for the different kind of agriculture in the different regions of the world? Some physical factors are climate, relief, and soil type. All these three factors, on which these three factors, the soil type is actually there. The socio-economic factors are human, labor, capital, technology, and market. These are some socio-economic factors. Each and every factor is actually responsible for the type of agriculture is taking place in the countries, different countries. The types of farming, there are basically two types: subsistence farming and commercial farming. Subsistence farming is again divided into two: primitive and intensive. Commercial farming is still divided, or there is many kind of commercial farming is there in which is taking place in the India as well as abroad. The extensive kind of commercial crop, mixed farming, plantation is the third one, dairy farming is the fourth one, pastoral farming, orchard farming, horticulture, and market gardening. These are some types of farmings in India as well in the different other countries. What do you mean by the subsistence farming? It is the primitive subsistence farming. It can be actually the primitive subsistence is the shifting agriculture, which we done previously in the ancient period of time. Nowadays it is also done. Practice in dense forest areas. It's a /1 kind of agriculture. The reason are Amazon basins, Southeast Asia, tropical Africa, and Northeast India. The main crops of the shifting agriculture are cassava, maize, yam, and potatoes. It's harmful for the environment and leads deforestation. Okay, now we are coming to the nomadic herding. Practice in arid and semi-arid regions. Nomadic herding, it's done in the arid and semi-arid regions. There's some seasonal movements of nomads with livestock, okay, up to the hills. The reasons of such kind of nomadic herding takes place in the Sahara region, West and Central Asia, and in northern Eurasia. In India, it is also done in Rajasthan and Jammu and Kashmir. We are having another intensive subsistence farming. It's a modern day farming. the maximum output from the small piece of land is done out here. We use the modern technologies, modern machines. We did the use of fertilizers, pesticides, weedicides, and high-yielding varieties of seeds. The reason, it's India, China, and Japan is famous for intensive subsistence farming. The main crops of this region are wheat, maize, pulses, oilseeds, and rice. We are coming to the commercial farming now. The commercial farmers produce their crops to sell them in the marketplace. Okay, commercial farming it includes so many mixed crops, livestock farming, ranching, dairy farming. Large scale grain production is actually needed out here. The plantation farming is also the commercial farming, basically practiced in the less developed countries. Extensive farming, latest method, more land and capital is needed, high labors should be there, okay, and takes place actually in the prairies in North America, downs in the Australia, pampas, grasslands in South America, and steppes in the Eurasia region. Another one is the mixed farming, which is also a commercial farming. The cultivation along with the animal rearing is done in this type of farming. It is basically practiced in Europe, North America, Argentina, Australia, New Zealand, and South Africa. The crops in such kind of farmings are done wheat, maize, barley, with potatoes, turnips, peas, and beans. We are coming to the next section of the commercial farming, which is called plantation farming. It takes place at the place where the high rainfall is there and the temperature is also high. The skilled labors is needed, and there is lots of capital is also needed for the plantation farming. The crops which are done with the help of such farming are sugarcane, which is done in West Indies, tea plantation is done in India, rubber in Malaysia, and coffee in Brazil. Now the next one is the dairy farming. It's also the commercial one. The farming and production for dairy products like milk and its products. Okay, these are done out here. The breeds and raise of animals is also done out here. Machines are used for milking, feeding, and cleaning animals. Okay, basically done in European countries. Now the next plantation, or we can say the commercial farming, is the horticulture. It's a scientific cultivation of fruits and flowers. Regions are basically USA, Netherlands. Netherlands is very much famous for tulip horticulture. In India, roses and marigolds, okay, are the basic crops are done, and whatever we are seeing, looking into the pictures, is a part of the horticulture. Thanks for your time. It's end of today's topic. Thank you very much.